the good and the bad about Obama?
It's a snake. Obama was in a den, a house of snakes, and you expected him to be able to handle all that by himself, when the reality is, yes, we were disappointed. We were shouting, yes, we can in 2008. I voted for him.
I voted for him twice, and you echoed it. He has done things for black people.
My uncle was one of those who were pardoned by Obama. My uncle had 2 life sentences. Obama released him along with a laundry list of other people. But you want things to be perfect when it's a black man. But when it's a white man, it's okay if things are broken. Oh, we're making excuses, whatever, let's move on. The problem is you want perfection. He was not going to be able to do anything perfect at all. He was barely able to do anything to begin with. Was it a partial psychological game that the enemy was playing? Absolutely. Goldman Sachs helped to sponsor and fund his campaign. He had a lot of people behind him on both sides because, like you said, it was the white and the black vote that got him in, obviously. But there were people playing games and using him to do certain things that were not good. But they used him to do what they wanted. Like you said, Congress and international bankers and things. So we can't just put it all on him. You got to remember the seat that he's in. And it's not justifying because he does have to take responsibility for the negatives. If he has to take responsibility for that, we have to be able to applaud the good that time. We can't just attack him.
Yeah. See, people want to only have the political discussion. They don't want to have the whole discussion. And that's why like I push back with people when they really start to go in on Obama per se, because my thing is, from what angle are you coming? And are your complaints rational? Right? So if your indictment of Obama's actions are that of the presidency, is he acting out of accord with the presidency? If he's acting like every other president, now you got to start doing some slightly different math. Or are you tinting this with your expectations of him because he's different than prior presidents, cosmetically? Right? So,
first of all, I want to address a new viewer, or at least a new commentator, Howard. So welcome to the show. Appreciate it. Please come back. Second of all, here's the deal. I'm partially going to give you my answer at the end of the show about how I feel about Obama. Remember Biden said that we're going to get back to the status quo, and everybody got really excited, and then he actually went back to the status quo. What did you think he meant when he said the status quo? Because you have been in so much 4 years of chaos with Trump, you forgot that was what status quo was. So instead of saying we're in the status quo, you can't say that. You say he's been ineffective. Two different things. Number two,
it's just it's unfair expectations. The same thing I say about Biden. I don't even like Biden. I don't like this dude. I don't think he should be running again. I don't care how good his record is. And personally, I think he did a really good job these 4 years compared to what I expected from him. Okay, so first, started what I expected from him, and he did better than that. Okay.
I'm gonna put myself on mute.
There you go.
That's fine, because that's fine. And I'm always open to debate, but please have a debate if you're gonna have one. So he did better than I expected of him, but he is still a corrupt Democrat. He is still pushing for policies that I don't necessarily agree with. He is still playing some of the corrupt games that the party does. But did I expect him to stabilize the economy the way he did? No. Did I expect him to get COVID under control the way he did? No. Did I expect him to get the child tax credit thing pushed through? Even though we know who came right behind him and screwed that one up. But hey, right? So now my challenge is, well, it's not even my challenge now because we're too late. He's the one that's running for re-election, unfortunately. The challenge should have been, how do we push the party as best as we can to give us a better option next go round? But I have not yet figured out what those levers are, because you got to come with money to do that, apparently. And so what they did was they said, well, we're just going to run it again. So, it's so troubling to me though is when people will bash Biden, whatever your reasons are, and then buy into the criticisms of Kamala Harris, even though you don't know a damn thing about her because they make sure you don't know anything about her. So you know the opposition to her on the other side, you know what it's about. You know it's about her color and you know it's about her gender. But you will do their dirty work for them because you're blindly opposed to what you think you know, but you don't know. So it's just,
but that's my. But
I'm kind of giving up on people.
But that has always been my issue. Is this? You don't know. On top of that, you don't want to learn to know. You don't even want to go out of your way. You just, whatever it is, that's what it is, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. No problem. But I can't debate you there. I'm not going to. If you like what you like and you don't like what you don't like, that again is a human fundamental thing. You like what you like, you don't like what you don't like. I get it. But I can't debate something that no matter how many times I show you the proof of what you're saying is fundamentally wrong. And you still just ignore it. But let's talk about no. Just no. I'd rather talk about the mayonnaise is the greatest condiment on the face of the planet than holding the damn debate with you again.
No, sir.
What Harold is saying. Politics have turned into a people in camp sitting all over there yelling at the other camp, hate speeches, including coming together and agreeing to disagree like we used to. I was up to the
when is this used to though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we used to. I agree all the way up to like we used to. The only difference with the politics that's going on now is that we get it a whole lot sooner. I said that about politics. I said that about the violence in this country. The violence is a whole bunch greater, even though the statistics have shown that violent crimes have fallen year after year after year. No, it hasn't got worse. You just got the information a whole lot quicker. Instead of waiting to the next day and reading the newspaper, all you gotta do is open your phone.
Marlon, when they say that the economy is bad, when every metric is positive.
Yeah.
Oh, but inflation is up compared to what? Right? Your real problem is with corporate greed and corporate abuse. That's your real problem. That's why your wages don't move.
They just do me this favor.
But you, huh?
No, I'm gonna give a challenge to everybody. I think I gave this challenge out before, and obviously some people actually looked it up and never got back to me. Name the last time a Republican president was president over a strong economy.
Well, George W. Bush was president over a strong economy until he broke it.
Until he broke. No. I ain't saying inherit. No, that's inheriting a strong economy. I'm saying Bill, okay, I got you. Name the last Republican president who built a strong economy in America.
I am not equipped to answer the question because I know I come from a biased view, and there haven't been a lot of Republican presidents.
It's not a biased view. That's history.
No, it's not quite history.
One of the worst economies in America.
Right, but Reagan, see, this is it. This is right. We want to be fair. Reagan did have a bad economy, but who preceded him? Jimmy.
Yeah.
And who preceded him? I can't remember the guy's name. But Vietnam destroyed the economy.
Okay.
Vietnam wrecked the economy.
Okay.
So-
Was it Eisenhower Parker?
Eisenhower-
was the last one?
He was the last Republican.
Wow.
And that was in what, the 1950s?
Wow.
So if Eisenhower, because I don't know presidential history that well. Eisenhower, if he was in the 50s, that was before the party switched. So
Wow.
is it still accurate? Right? Like when I hear, what's that dude, Michael Steele, the black Republican guy,
Mhm.
and he'll say, well, I'm a Lincoln Republican and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, dude, Lincoln would have been considered more of a liberal compared to who he was up against, which was deeply conservative. When we got into the 60s and the parties flipped over race, the liberals and the conservatives, they just flipped the parties. Stop chasing the name of the party. You got to look at the ideology. Conservatism has always been conservatism. Now, the liberals have changed a bit
Yeah, well.
because they can be
All right.
fake friends sometimes.